Hello, guys, and welcome to this week's newsletter for Caring Connections. First, as always, just a massive thank you for all your hard work out there in the field. We've had some fantastic feedback this week about some of the frontline carers, so thank you very much for that. So, as always, we start with the ECM, and I'm made up how so many people have improved and have really taken on board the importance of the ECM monitoring and logging in, logging out. I think every branch is improved significantly now, and it's really good. I mean, I thought Wigan was the highest branch when I sent it out, but no, it wasn't. It was just pipped to the post by Knowsley. So, congrats, guys. You've done really, really well. And when the commissioners and contractors are coming back and looking at the work, they really are applauding the great work that you've done. So keep it up. And the people I want to do the big shout outs for are the people who scored the highest ECMs in each branch. So I've got Julie Jones, Christina Keeler, second time in a run, Gillian Purdom, Jane Ashton, again, second time in a run, and Jane and Gillian both have 100%, and Rachel Baldwin. So massive thank you, guys. You've absolutely smashed it, but so has everyone else. And I also want to do a little cheeky shout out to Rob Howells, who again wasn't performing that well on the ECMs and now has turned it round to be nearly at 79%, nearly doubled what they were at originally. And just again, fantastic work, Rob, and well done. And just keep it up. Um, so just a few points for this week. Pay rates. So the pay rates, I have got them, and I am formalising them with the board of trustees on Wednesday night. So hopefully I should let you know by Thursday, but just let's just say it's going to be over £13 an hour for the starting rate. So we're going to be really proud to announce that. And as I say, we hope it's going to be significantly better than some of the other local providers, and also better than if you went to work in the NHS, if you went to work as a healthcare assistant, or even some of the starting nurse pay. I think we're going to be able to compete with that. So, just keep your eyes open and watch for your emails. So that pay rate will be starting on the 1st of April. And just to say, it's the care workers, the frontline care workers that are going to be getting, the main boost of the money, because that's our key priority. So on with that, you may have seen emails in regards to training, in regards to completing your apprenticeships, putting your name forward, and taking it from there. And we really push people to do this. If you want to develop a career in social care, please do the qualifications. There is a time commitment from you, but there isn't a cost. I mean, God, if I look at my student loan statements, I have nightmares. But with these apprenticeship schemes, it's not. There's no costs, and we're even putting people through university now with no cost to themselves. So there's a real commitment we're making to people's development. And you may have seen, if you're part of the Wigan branch, that Claire Mellon has now been appointed as the branch manager. But it's going to be a bit of a transition phase, but Claire Mellon is taking over that. I'm really proud because Claire was our first external Wigan recruit. I mean, we had the group that come over from Sage, but Claire was the first one who just come over, independently. And anyone who works at Wigan will know Claire's worked tirelessly out in the field, doing the on-call, doing probably every different job in the office, and has absolutely smashed it. I'm really proud to see Claire develop through the workforce. It's just amazing. And on that note, Rachel Fraser has been appointed to that of the operations director, which is a significant post within the organisation, a new post, which is going to be overseeing the management of a number of branches and some of our work streams. And, as a charity, we've grown massively in the past few years, and some of these roles are brand new and, just new opportunities. And again, Rachel, like Claire, moved through the workforce, come to us a few years ago, well, about 6 or 7 years ago now, and moved right through the workforce, completing the qualifications, master's degree, getting a British Empire medal. And, I know people will say, oh, it's that, that's just them, but we do this pathway is open to everyone. If you're willing to commit and you're willing to, work hard and you want to develop, we'll support people. And that's why at the moment, a lot of jobs that we have in branches, we are putting them out to the workforce. And, if you're suitable and appropriate, um, the opportunity is there. And even if people aren't successful with them jobs, there is always going to be senior positions and new openings. If you only look at, say, Katie from who runs our Merseyside branch, came to us, what, about 6, 7 years ago again. Hairdresser, never done care before, started the frontline carer, developed, was our first ever carer of the year, won awards, was put on documentaries. She's getting put through a degree, done her qualifications. And recently she's got a British Empire medal again through the commitment throughout COVID. And again, it's just another example of someone waking up through the workforce. You know, you're not having to have degrees or all this mad sort of background behind you before starting. You can start fresh with no care experience at all. But as long as you care and you're hard working and you're committed to the charity, then we'll support you. And it really is emphasising, we are a charity. We're not a private company. We're not in this to make profits or dividends. We try where we can to reinvest everything back in to the front line. And that's what we try and do. And I think by trying to support people to develop in their career, and it may be something you don't think about now. Maybe it's not you thinking about it as a career, but it is, and there is a lot of opportunity. And if you want to work with us, we'll definitely work with you. So yeah, so that's on that. So if you want to do the apprenticeships, let your managers know. Keep up with DCMs, you're doing great. The community things are ongoing. We've launched the Wigan counselling, as I mentioned. That service is more or less full now after just 1 week of promotion, which just shows you how much the need for counselling is in Wigan. And we've also confirmed with our employee assistance provider, we're going to be introducing the 24-hour access to private GPs from April, alongside a full employee assistance program for staff, which includes the 24-hour access to counselling, mental health support, mental health support books and financial well-being, all sorts of stuff like that. So again, just that big commitment to you and your well-being. There's only so much we can do. The job is tough, and we know it's tough, and it does impact everyone in different ways. But we're trying to pay properly to ensure that you're getting a good wage, try and do as much behind the scenes as we can. We had some really good feedback from the first Carers Voice group. So thank you, Christine Torres, for chairing a good group. And again, it's not all positive, and we don't want it to be all positive. Well, we do in the future, but there are things we have to work on, and it's things we have to work together on as a group. And that's what we're trying to do. We know the rota is always a big issue. And there's certain things we can't do nothing about, but we're always striving to improve that. We're always striving to bring in more staff, new teammates to kind of release some of the burden as well. We have this year had a much higher level of mortality and people, sadly going into hospital and things like this. So the rates are something we can't control, especially in our Wigan branch where we take 100% of referrals. But we do try our very best to ensure people have got, well, we'll always ensure people have got the contracted work, but above that where people want that work as well. So again, just a massive thank you. Keep up the good work. Keep your eyes out, because I'll probably do another video this week about explaining the pay rates and what that equates to. But fantastic work on the ECM, guys, and well done. See you next.